This game ends eventually, I'm certain of it. We're just in like a Xeno's arrow kind of situation here. The closer I get to the end, the slower we move. Okay, this is a stage we know, like the last few. I don't remember precisely what... Oh, there you go, I changed my bindings for restarting. Don't remember what exact route I used here last time. I think I only got gold here last time too. I don't know if I expect to get more than gold this time, to be perfectly honest. Jeez, what in the world did I do last time here? I feel like it was something like going around over here and then jumping. Like this? Vaguely, and then going for that time travel. I think it was something like that. I felt pretty good with it, although I'm pretty sure I did not get a diamond time that way. It's a bit of a hard time starting off efficiently here, though, I will say. It's not that precise. Lost a little speed there. Awkward navigation. I'm pretty sure the route I'm taking here is doable at least, and familiar even. I don't know if it was exactly what I did last time. I think the thing was, though, that last time I did this, I kind of had to improvise the end of it. Whoa! Okay. That's weird. It's like I just suddenly felt a very strong impulse outwards. It's kind of fun being made to take a second shot on these stages, and I have done much better on them the second time around, in some cases. I don't think that's the right way to go. You know, it would seem easier. Having to kind of sneak around like I do just there is rather awkward. Just that here, I'd like to get this time travel and jump here. And what from here? I have other places to be, unfortunately. That other place being precisely one more place, actually, I haven't been to yet. So let's see if we can alter this route just a little bit. Nope. Because I liked how I was going for a second there. The one time I didn't fall off, of course. This route otherwise feels pretty good to me. Okay, let's ignore that we missed that for a second and just try to figure out the routing here. So I want to go back inside and then outside again after that? I think when I did this the first time, I did kind of fall apart in the routing at one point and just kind of waited to get to the other gym on the outside. And that was probably the big place where I lost what could otherwise being a diamond run. Okay. Man, it is hard to keep on the inside though as you do that. Oh yeah, you have to raise up a little bit. That jump is a little awkward, all things considered. Oh, okay. That's some lag spikes there. I just saw a slideshow of me in various stages of falling off. Reminds you of trying to play the first game in the series. Well, I guess Gold isn't per se the first, but it's a rendition of the first. Anyhow, I have to kind of... Okay, now I'm losing the ability to just jump off this at all now, apparently. What I have to do is I have to... get on this platform, I need to jump while raised a little bit, and then also pull back a bit. I need to go through the gym, but also at the same time not go so far in that direction that I hit the wall. I mean, touching the wall at all is okay, I just need to not lose all my speed in doing so. I can hit the left face of it, not the... not left face. Oh, that ice is a big problem. That basically means that... Oh man, frame rate, what are you doing to me? That ice basically means that I can't really steer on the platform. I can go in like this. There we go. I can go out and grab this time travel as well, I guess. If I managed to keep moving here, I could have, in theory, kept making progress forwards. And then eventually you could get over here this way. But it's 55 seconds for gold. I have no idea what you need for a diamond, though. I don't know what time I got last time I was here. But I'm feeling pretty okay with how we're going so far, to be perfectly honest. Yeah, again, I'll keep practicing regardless. So get that on the way in. I think I need to do one bounce before jumping there. Otherwise I just don't jump far enough. Being rather precise, all of this. Ah, man. So something like that. I think so far that's actually proven to be a pretty good route. I just need to get all the way back to the other gym. Once I have the other gym, I just need to figure out a good way to get inside after that. Which I think is plausible. I don't think that'll be the hardest part of this whole thing. If I can be a little presumptuous. No, I shouldn't go on the outside that quickly. I should wait to go on the outside. We're getting a route. And for once, actually, I'm getting fairly consistent. Of course, I say that. And immediately prompt myself to ruin what I'm saying. But I am starting to get fairly consistent in doing the earlier parts of the stage, it feels like, which is good. Because I feel like most of the time I have a stage like this that takes a lot of tries, which I mean, is all of them at this point in the game. I get to a point where I'm trying to make slow progress on a route or something like that, but I only occasionally... Oh, I got messed up. Yeah. Messed up my approach. But I get to a situation where I'm not actually making much progress on most attempts, because most of the time I don't even get to the frontier of the parts I haven't mapped out yet. I'm getting kind of comfortable with the earlier parts here, which is very good to see. Trickiest part right now is probably still just approaching that particular time travel. Sometimes the camera just drops there for a frame, it's very strange. There we go. And then out here... Okay, I almost bounced over without having to jump. But only almost. But yes, so what I was trying to do just now is what I think I ought to be doing. Hello. Hold on. Let's see, the camera just drops like that. I don't know why. Nah. Slow approach. Yeah, I am still having lots of cases where I don't even manage to make it to the next part I need to figure out, which is annoying. Okay, I'll just take that for now. Okay, so now we can have a careful approach to the outside here. Oh, that actually lets me get the... I could have picked up the giant mist there, that's funny. That means I can actually just not worry about picking up that particular gem on the first time I go there. I don't know if that really helps me at all, though. Yeah, I think it does, actually. It changes up the timings. But yeah, if I'm gonna go across that platform again anyways, I can make my life marginally easier by waiting to pick up that gem. Because then, now this part's a bit easier. Okay, I managed to thread the needle between the two things that I wanted. I need to relearn the approach for this now, but it is on the whole easier, I think, so I think I will still take this new approach. It's just, I get over here so much more quickly now, I'm not used to it. Oh, okay, well I need to hang left a lot harder there. I'm making slow progress. It is, like this is, it's not like it's just me doing the same thing over and over this time. I am plotting a route that's taking shape as I proceed here. Like that. Oh, I don't think I can make that though. If I was really fast, maybe, but I don't think that's really possible, because there's a part where I have to wait to pick up that time travel. Nope. First time travel I pick up is something I have to wait for if I go too fast, which is something I do very easily now that I've changed my route to skip that one gem. It's like here... Yeah, if I could just go faster there, but I don't think that's really feasible. I have to wait for the time travel, so that means I have to rethink this route just a little bit. How precise I am admittedly not certain. And I can go grab this, and try to jump outside this way? Maybe. At which point I just try to get back inside as quickly as possible. I do think that seems fairly promising, because I am just constantly picking up gems and time travels the whole time that way. Ow. I could even, in theory, dodge some more of these gems and grab them on the way inside, if they happen to be in the right spot for that. But I don't know yet which gems might be in the right spots for that, so I'm not gonna assume anything about that yet. I think I need to set reasonable standards for myself too. At this point, I am hoping to like get at least a gold, definitely. Ideally a diamond on each stage, while taking no more than one episode for it. But at the same time, I feel like it would be a serious accomplishment in this game to be able to say that you took at most 15 minutes to get a diamond on every stage on your first try. I don't think that's a reasonable standard to hold yourself to. Okay, so at this point we just need to get back inside. Oh my god. Okay, but getting back inside there doesn't seem difficult, so as long as that's not an extremely wasteful way of getting back inside time-wise. I think we have our whole route planned out. Doesn't even feel that hard, honestly, which is kind of nice to be able to say. Just need to figure out the route and get some good muscle memory for it. This stage isn't that ridiculously difficult, which again makes sense considering this is back from the challenge update, whose stages were not really that absurdly difficult for the most part. And this is one of those too where, like, doing a stage slowly is nothing. That's quite easy to accomplish. It's a stage that takes some effort to do quickly. I was trying to go to the left there, wasn't I? Forgot for a second what my route was. I will say, after having played for a good few hours using the shoulder buttons as the jump and power up buttons, I definitely understand the appeal. It's pretty comfy playing this way. Whoops, I forgot I have to move back to the right really quickly there. That's what happens when part of the route is just so far out there. It takes a while to get to, and it takes some attempts to get to each time. But I'm curious how much better one would hope to do on this stage than what I'm doing now. Not in the sense I think this is like the best one could possibly do, but in the sense that it does feel pretty darn good. Just in the perspective that I am constantly moving, constantly picking up gems and time travels. I feel like you need something pretty major to... I feel like you need a pretty major breakthrough to be able to do substantially better. Time-wise. Like here I do slow down a little bit because we're into an issue where, well, I just don't have anything routed anymore. There has to be a faster way to get back. I just need to figure out what it is. Unfortunately, with it taking a while for me to get there each time, it's a little rough trying to route that out. Truth be told, this is a more open-ended stage where you have to figure out the route yourself, and I actually don't mind it. Maybe just because the way it turned out to be, though, is that I still don't really have to do much in the way of routing. I just kind of said, okay, let's just try to go forwards and be fast the whole time, and use that as a guiding principle. Yeah, that had to be a diamond, right? I feel proud of that. I don't know how that compares to last time I did it. Oh, last time I did it, again, to get from the first outside gem to the second one, I just waited. Okay, so next time we'll look for the gem here. I don't remember if I've ever found where it is. Well, we'll find it if I didn't find the treasure box last time.